What's up, everybody? My name is Dave. I'm your host. You're listening to The Last Podcast, where the first shall be last and the last shall be first. If this is the first time you're listening, hey, welcome. Thank you for finding us. And if you're returning, welcome back. I really appreciate you listening, and I hope you continue to find tips, ideas, and value from listening to this podcast. Today is Friday. Today is Poetry Friday, and guess what? I have two poems for you today. So the first poem is going to be a poem I've written a long time ago, and what is Poetry Friday? I am sorry. For you new people that are just reaching us, just finding us, Poetry Friday is one of those days where, and it's only on Friday, where I read a poem from my favorite author or a poem that I've written. Most of the time on Poetry Fridays, I have written my own poetry. And in the very beginning, I started reading poems from Maya Angelou and so on and so forth. But now I have just elected to read my own poetry unless somebody else sends me something new. So this first poem that I'm actually going to read is called Love by Imagination. Let me penetrate your mind with words of lingo. There's nothing to see, for darkness overwhelms the night. Let's not give in to seductive feelings of lust so that we can let our minds unite in truth and light. Intellectual foreplay creates boundaries of exploration. Without touching or kissing, you'll find a delicate whisper of love within your imagination. Whispers in the dark have meaning of more than love. Commitment is just one of the things I think of. I want to make love to you with poetic words that make you climax from what's been said. Have you shiver from every syllable spoken while you lie back in your bed. With our imagination, we could journey to Spain, make love in different languages while we swing from chandeliers, sip words of champagne, swallow lyrics of screaming pleasure. Can you sustain? Because there's more as we journey to the core with succulent desires, as we baptize our souls by fire in the heat of verbal passion, dripping with love everlasting, filling your inner core while your body silently screams for more. Before we take flight and leave the night to bring in a new day, we open our eyes and sanctify our thoughts with a kiss as we part ways. We needed no explanation because we wanted to enjoy love by imagination. I hope you really enjoyed that. I have one more poem for you, and I hope you enjoyed that one too. I don't have a name for it, but here goes nothing. This poem is actually new. It was written 2 days ago. So here we go. I stare in the sky as I daydream of citrus bliss of passion, everlasting, a fruitful kiss upon my lips that whips my taste buds into a frenzy, making this moment timeless. The moment that our lips embrace, I will kiss you 1,000 lifetimes. Upon your lips, I'll never forget. Oh, how I love that citrus taste. Running nowhere in haste, I envision your pure beauty upon your face. Chocolate treats melting together as our hearts beat are untethered. I remember being mesmerized, watching the sunrise through the reflection of your beautiful brown eyes. I remember the love we shared into the deep of the night, sharing the love, moving as angels in flight, soulmates consecrating our love. What a delight. I remember holding your hands as we walked. I would ask you questions just so I can hear the sound of your voice as you talked. I know you're gone, but your voice is my love song. I keep it within me so that I can see your face, vision, and memory and feel in my heart what you mean to me. You see, you're that one of a kind love, the one I'm always thinking of. That's why it's so hard for me. Because if there's no you, how can there be a me? I hope you guys enjoyed that. My name is Dave. You're listening to The Last Podcast, where the first shall be last and the last shall be first. You know, I really enjoy my time with poetry, but I gotta tell you, sometimes it is consuming and I get lost and caught up, and before you know it, my whole day is gone. And that's how I guess you know you really like something, you really enjoy something, because it doesn't seem like time passes by at all, but in reality, time is just a blink when it comes to doing something that you love and enjoy and don't consider it to be work. And poetry is just one of those things for me. I don't consider it work, I consider it a joy for me. And doing this podcast, believe it or not, I don't have a lot of listeners, but I tell you right now, when I say a lot, I'm talking about thousands. I do see that there is quite a bit of people who listen, but I haven't had anyone who said, let me like it, let me subscribe to it. But then again, I have the same amount of listeners